This week's memes with Marc and Pete.
Woo!
Whoa! Yeah. Yeah. Another edition, another week, another set of memes. Let's see what Pete picked out for us today, right? What's going on? You want to start us off here?
Yeah. All right. So this one that was weird. All right. So this one is a text conversation, and there's a bit of a top text that says, "How much do you overthink me?" And then there's this conversation, and person
Should we do let's do a back and forth?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm blue.
Okay.
Are you up?
Yes.
Are you mad?
Of course not. Why?
I don't know. The yes sounded angry.
And that happens all the time. You don't
Does it?
send one word text responses.
Yeah. One word is bad. One letter even worse. No one wants to get the K back.
No.
Yeah.
I haven't sent a K in months. I made it a point to stop K'ing people.
Well, they invented the KK, which is supposed to be the replacement. It's like K, but I'm not mad. KK. It's more lighthearted than just the K.
I'm a big fan of yep recently.
Yeah.
And I sent a lot of sures.
I don't think people like a sure. What about a sounds good?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to generate the enthusiasm sometimes. What if it doesn't sound great?
What is to generate? You just have to type it in. You don't even say it out of your mouth or anything.
Patrick Bateman. Every morning I put on a skin.
All right. Well, I'm creeped out.
You also don't do periods. Periods are angry.
Are periods angry?
They're short. They're short. Like imagine getting a K with a period.
I have been criticized for replying "ha with a period. Like it seems disingenuous.
Oh, that's cringe, bro. That's cringe.
Is that cringe?
Haha. Period.
Period. Yeah. It makes it seem like I guess I'm not really ha-haing. It's just a.
My default is to like tack an extra H onto that haha, so it appears longer.
Hahah.
Yeah.
Haha. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. It's pretty cringe if you ask me.
So text conversations. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you associate with this? Do you read texts and be like, oh no, are they mad at me?
Yeah. I make it a point in my texting to avoid those one word answers.
Yeah, you don't want to create any confusion. No. Well, good. Oh yeah, so this is a new meme image, right? It's come out and it's great. It's an answer to, because there's a couple different versions.
Yeah. Do it. Go into it.
Thanks for the encouragement, Pete. So there's a couple different versions where it's a guy at a party or a crowded bar or something, and he's speaking very engaged to a lady who's very disengaged, doesn't want to be in the conversation, but he is clearly just still going on, and you can add any text to that to make it funny. What is he explaining? And now this is a new one where the gal is the one doing the explaining, and then there's the guy who's like, oh my god, why? And so it's a whole flip flop on the old meme format. And so this one, so it's the gal. She's kind of yelling in this guy's ear, who he seems to be dissociating, but she's yelling, "Text your mom and ask what time you were born." Which is great. Which it's a callback to the older meme where it's a text message chain, and the son is saying, "Hey mom, what time was I born?" And the mom replies, "No, stop talking to that girl right now." You know, which is funny too, because so that's the implication there is it's some sort of astrologically charged question, right?
Yeah.
The time that they're born is gonna, they're gonna tell them something about themselves, some sort of witchcraft.
They seem to be at some sort of like music festival.
Yeah, yeah, apparently.
I think she's met her soulmate there.
Yeah. It's
Or
pretty
she's just
funny.
being real. She's just, covering the bases before she
Yeah. You think so?
smashes that.
No.
Yeah.
Goodness. That's gracious, Pete. I don't know. Astrology, witchcraft. My mom's always been against it. She said never allowed us to use Ouija boards or tarot cards or any of that. Any of that
The
sort of
devil's
stuff.
work,
Yeah, yeah.
the occult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not in this household.
Interesting.
No.
What time of day were you born?
8 a.m. Pete.
That's
we
bullshit.
cover it in the birthday episode.
I was born at 8 a.m.
Again, covered in the birthday episode.
Pretty cool time of day to be born.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'd rather be born at like midnight, stroke of midnight or something.
So you could have 2 birthdays?
Yeah, if you're born exactly at midnight. I guess it's just up to the doctor to say.
Yeah, we'll call it 12:01.
No, we're going to say you were born on September 12th, actually.
I get overtime for this.
Yeah. Well, September, to avoid, being born on the same day as that tragedy.
Oh,
Now you get it?
a coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Look at this one.
Holy cow. It's a snake with a robot body. Who would have thought? Why, they didn't, they're so busy. What's the,
Wondering if they could. They didn't think whether or not they should.
they gave a snake a robot body. There, it looks pretty dangerous. It's absolutely wrecking that Coca-Cola can there.
Yeah, what is that can for scale?
Do you like snakes, Pete? Or are you like
Scale.
a Indiana Jones sort of mindset?
What is this? This looks like a ball python.
Yeah, Pete. I think I agree with you that it's probably a ball python.
Yeah, snakes are pretty friendly. I met a snake named Steak once.
Didn't
Steak
you-
the snake.
Didn't you date a gal who had like snakes and lizards and shit?
Yeah, it was her snake.
Melosa?
Steak the snake.
Yeah, Steak the snake. She just had the one?
Yeah, I had a bunch of lizards.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I don't care for him. Growing up in rural Kansas where there's snakes around.
Like garter snakes.
No rattlers?
Maybe a rattlesnake.
Yeah. A lot of rattlers around where I grew up. Never got bit by one, but I knew people that did. Here's a crazy story. So this one guy, he was on. We're at a field trip going into Yosemite, 4th grade. So it was maybe like 10 years old.
Yeah.
One of the parent chaperones on the field trip, they run into a snake, a little baby rattlesnake, and he decides to pick it up, and it bites him on the thumb, and then he has to get helicoptered out of there.
Wow.
Apparently, he never got feeling back in his thumb. Years later, not that many years, like 3 or 4 years later, he becomes the town arson and starts a bunch of fires around town.
Do you think it started with the rattlesnake bite?
Brian Chambers was his name. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it also it poisoned his brain to thinking the town needed to burn.
Yeah. A lot of people say snakes are evil. It's kind of a whole biblical connotation.
Yeah, wasn't that the one that it's the animal that convinced Adam and Eve to eat the apple of truth?
Yeah, the fall. But this snake looks pretty friendly.
What is the moral of that biblical story? How does that all work?
Well, I never quite got it because they eat of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So I guess they lived in like blissful ignorance before that.
And so eating the fruit made them aware that good and evil exists.
Yeah. And they disobeyed God.
Yeah. But why wouldn't God want them to know that good and evil exists?
You might choose evil. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I mean, it seems like it's like the first story of the Bible, right? You know, so like the reason that they concocted it, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like, don't think for yourself. Just follow blindly what we tell you, right? Isn't that the...
That seems to be the moral.
Now, if this snake walked up to you with its robot legs and told you to do something, what would be your reaction?
It's
Yeah, it would use words,
parcel tongue. Maybe I speak parcel tongue.
What is that?
It's like a Harry Potter thing.
Yeah, that's
you can talk to snakes.
Yeah.
I would say, good day, snake. You're looking mighty cute. Where'd you get those legs? I wouldn't take anything it said seriously. I would keep complimenting it on its legs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. Yeah, that's not a meme. It's just a picture of a snake with legs on it.
Yeah. Did you know? Evolutionarily, snakes actually were like supposed to have two small hind legs, but turns out they just developed two penises instead.
Like it's cocks, or it's we're supposed to be its legs.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true, Pete.
I read it on the internet.
Oh, then it must be true. No, well, I think there were probably lizards before there were snakes, right? And then they evolved
to have less legs.
Yeah. Snakes can do things that lizards can't, right? They can navigate holes and stuff. I think it was to get into those gopher holes better. Find more gophers to eat, right? Seems likely to me, at least.
I've never seen a snake's butt.
Yeah, I don't think snakes have a butt.
What? Is like owl pellets? They like regurgitate up their food?
Oh, no, I think they've got an anus. But, butt implies cheeks.
Well, well, can't get that image out of my mind.
Yeah.
Snake with little butt cheeks.
Well, I think they poop. They lay eggs, right?
Yeah.
So they've got holes. They're just covered in scales,
Herpetology.
You ever seen a snake
herpetologist
swallow something whole? Yeah. Did you see Steak the snake?
We fed him once. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I had a buddy who had a python, and one time he's like, I need to get a mouse for my python. And so I went to the pet store with him. And he goes to the pet store. He's like, yo, I need a mouse. And they're like, yeah, we've got mice here. What kind of mouse do you want? He's like, I'm just going to feed it to my snake.
They gave him the pet mice?
No, they're like, well, we can't give you one of these mice to feed to your snake. These are pet mice.
Oh.
And apparently they have like antibiotics and stuff that are no good for the snake.
Interesting.
Yeah. So couldn't get a mouse for a snake. You only feed a snake like once a week, apparently.
They don't eat much.
A mouse a week? I don't know. Not a pet I would like. Well, I used to capture snakes, put them in coffee cans,
What?
Yeah. When you're a kid and you're young and fearless, you just pick up snakes and tarantulas and, whatever.
God.
Yeah.
Eek.
Yeah, I would never do it now. But, yeah, I used to capture all kinds of things. I remember one time walking into the house with caught a little mouse. I just had it in my hands. And boy, did my mom scream when she saw what I was holding. And I threw it up in the air. Yep. That's a robot snake.
Steak the snake. What's next?
All right. Long cow. So this one, it's one of those, it's got some top text and an image. And the text is, the therapist says, long cow isn't real and it can't hurt you. And then it says long cow. And then there's a picture of long cow. And this cow is probably 20, 25 feet long. It's hiding behind a large concrete pillar, and it looks like it can and would hurt you, right? It's pretty scary.
Yeah. Imagine that thing standing on its hind legs. It would be like 20 feet tall.
Yeah, yeah. So long cow does exist, as proven by this photo. It's one of those black and white spotted cows, which makes it even more intimidating.
A Holstein. Those used to be my favorite animal.
Used to be.
I changed.
You outgrew the Holstein.
Yeah. They're still pretty cool though. Cows, they're just gentle giants.
Are they?
Yeah.
Do you want to look at a video of someone getting mauled by a cow, Pete?
What?
Cows kill more people than people do every year. Do you know that?
I sincerely doubt that.
Yeah, they're the most dangerous animal in existence. They call them the hippo of the farm.
Here, we got a video of a cow attack. Here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's watch it. So this guy's just minding his own business. Looks like a trained professional. Seems to know his way around cow handling. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Looks like business as usual.
Baby cow. Yeah.
Yeah, animals are most dangerous when they're protecting their young. Okay, now the cow's charging at him. Oh, there's a woman screaming in the background. Oh, yeah. That cow is just murdering that man in cold blood. Gentle giants, you say?
Yeah, I mean, until this moment, cows seemed pretty chill.
What do you think about the whole like meat production situation? You know, a little bit controversial.
Yeah, I feel like we could do a whole episode on that.
Cow is my favorite animal to eat, but it seems to be the most harmful for the environment. The cow farts produce a pretty considerable amount of carbon dioxide, which is bad. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Global warming, huh? Yeah.
Did you just call global warming bullshit?
No, I believe Arnold Schwarzenegger did. He's a Republican. Yeah, he was the governor of California.
Yeah,
the governor. People liked him. Won by a landslide. He had a tent installed at the Capitol there in Sacramento for him to smoke cigars in.
Based.
Yeah. The guy liked cigars and banging his maid, apparently, right? Remember when that all came out?
No.
No? Yeah. He was having an affair with his maid. Yeah.
Long cow.
What is there to say about long cow, Pete?
Not much else. Long cow is real, and it can potentially hurt you.
There you have it. Straight from the horse's mouth.
Oh, yeah. Clearly, this is just two cows.
Oh, really? Yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah. It could possibly just be two cows, but there's no proving it one way or the other. What else we got?
All right, we got this last one here, which is a little complicated, but there's a lot of text, but there are a lot of characters involved here. So, yeah, the caption is, "I wish America could go back to the 50s when things were simpler." And here you have a picture, like an illustration of a pretty idyllic-looking 1950s, probably suburban family. But each person has like their own inner thoughts going on. And so, for instance, the 50s housewife says, "I can't get through my day without a shit ton of drugs," which would be like, amphetamines or like benzos.
Yeah, I think Valium, right?
Valium.
That mommy's little helper, right?
Yeah, definitely back to the 1950s. We have 50s dad says, "I'm secretly gay," which must do with repressed homosexuality
Is that why he's wearing a pink shirt?
and drinking out of that highball glass? Or is that a baseball? I don't know. The kid says, I have polio, which, I mean, I guess he is standing with a, no, it's a baseball bat. It's not a cane.
I hear polio is coming back.
What?
Yeah, they're seeing new cases of polio in the U.S.
Well, that's terrifying.
I thought it was eradicated, right?
It'll put you in an iron lung.
Yeah, you don't want polio. Were kids getting polio all the time in the 50s? I don't know the history of polio.
Yeah. And they vaccinated for it. They gave you like a sugar cube with a drop of the vaccine on it.
Mm. They should do all vaccines like that.
I know.
It sounds way more delicious than a shot in the arm.
Medicine go down.
Is that what that was about? Was she giving them polio vaccines? Mary Poppins?
No, I think they were doing like housework or something. It's a metaphor.
Oh.
It helps the medicine go down.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, this girl says, I'm not allowed to wear pants or go to college. Which was
the reality at the time.
Unfortunately true.
Girls couldn't go to college?
I don't think so. Not many expectations for women. Just breed.
Jesus. Well, I'm glad we fixed that, right? Now we have gender equality.
Or something like it.
We're 7/10 of the way there.
Yeah. Sad but true.
What's old Grampy got to say?
This one's a little spicy. He says, I beat the shit out of my son and molested my daughter, and no one will ever do a goddamn thing about it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's dark. That's dark.
It is. It is, but, probably, well capturing the time, right? I feel like there was a lot of molestation going on back before the internet. You think the internet's reduced the amount of molestation?
Or increased it?
I don't know. Well, the Catholic Church, they finally got theirs. Kind of. They seem to be still operating just fine. They shook it off. But in Boy Scouts of America, right? Wasn't when they find out there were a bunch of molestations going on there with the Boy Scouts?
I don't know. I knew they wouldn't take gay kids.
Really?
No. Which is ironic because I think more gay shit goes on in the Boy Scouts than anywhere else.
Yeah, you'd think. Yeah. But, this is the message of this is, like everyone, like all those Trumpers, like make America great again, like this is the America they're trying to bring back.
Yeah. Especially the I have polio part.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Was America ever really that great?
I think it's better now than ever in many ways. There's still room for improvement. And still, I don't know. What do you think about the medicine system?
It's a good middle of the road answer.
We have to pay for all of our health care, and all these other
we need
countries.
a single payer system.
What does that mean, single payer?
It means there's a single payer. They don't have these insurance companies with all their tentacles.
So who is the single payer?
The government.
Yeah. That means taxes would have to go way up for everyone, though, right?
Well, I mean, you're going to have to pay for it somehow.
Why? Why can't the doctors just do it, out of the kindness of their hearts? I hear it's pretty good up in Canada.
Yeah, like Italy, Europe.
Pretty much any other civilized country. I think we're the only ones that have. I think the American healthcare system is pretty unique.
Do better, America.
Yeah, come on, America. Yeah, I mean, so if you could live in the 50s instead of the current times, would you? No,
absolutely not. I need my YouTube and my Spotify, but also what if you weren't a white, physically abled male? You know,
Things would be hard. The 60s, right, is when the civil rights movement happened.
began in the 50s, but the 60s, yeah.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah. It's good
Many
to live
others.
on the right side of that one, right?
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the biggest like culture shocks, probably. And again, like women can't go to college, like that would be just a vastly different world.
Could women not go to college?
Talk to your. I was gonna say talk to your grandparents sometime.
Oh yeah, but they're dead.
That would be a little hard.
Yeah, my grandma died the other day. You want to bring that up? She was driving drunk.
Anyway,
That was this week's memes with Marc and Pete.
like, subscribe, smash that subscribe button.
Do all the things. Do we have any updates? Any news? How's the merch store coming?
Merch someday.
Merch someday. Well, it's been fun. Good memes, Pete. Good memes.